Hello and welcome back to another coffee tasting video. Before we get started, make sure that you like, subscribe, and hit the bell notification so you're alerted anytime we drop a new video, which is every Tuesday. This is a Nespresso-centric channel, so we deal with the original line and the virtual line of Nespresso coffees, and occasionally some unboxing videos. Well, what do we know? Hang on a second. We have a new board. Finally. You guys, there was a lot of suggestions, but the one that seemed to be the dominant one was a fall theme. So we have Podheads, our family. You guys, Podheads fall for coffee. So we have the Podheads falling there out of the sky. Along with the fall leaves and pumpkins and stuff. And yeah, I think she did a mighty fine job. Good job to the camera operator, AKA my wife. Moving on. And I guess I neglected to mention that the artwork is just done by my wife, and she's not a professional. She just does her best. So go easy on her in the comments. I'm joking. I know you guys are awesome. You're gonna enjoy it, and I'm sure you'll have good things to say. So, what else went on this week? We went to Scottsdale again. Yes, I think I'm becoming a permanent fixture over there. I just clock in, work for a few hours. I'm joking. We went over there, picked up some of the new coffees, and it was a much better experience this weekend. You hear the bell? So we taught our Siberian Husky, Mia, how to ring a doggy doorbell to get out of the house or to be let into the house. And the advantages of that is you don't have whining or barking or any noises like that. She just rings the bell and lets herself in and out. The disadvantage of that is she rings the doorbell in the middle of you filming videos. So there you go. We were over there. It was a great experience. We were back in the stores there, and quite a few new coffees. So I picked up all the new coffees. So we have quite a few coffees coming up to be reviewed. If you're a patron, that poll will be up this week as to what is next week's content. We got quite a few coffees on the docket. So read over what it is that we're offering to review, and then pick your favorite, and that'll be the one that we do. Oh, and totally off topic, but I thought it would be relevant to cover. A few people, and it's been over time that people have mentioned it, and I don't know how else other to address it, then maybe we'll throw it into a Q&A at some point or something like that. But some people mention that they have the same glasses that I have because they purchased them from the same locations, and that they don't get crema built up like mine builds up, even though they own the same machine. There can be a couple of things going on, but I'll say the most usual culprit is if your glassware is not spick and span clean. And that sounds weird to say, but if there's any oil or residue left over, the crema, or basically CO2 portion of the coffee, will actually be broke up and kind of get destroyed by dirty glassware. So if you normally use your clear glasses and you put them into a dishwasher, now I'll say this for the United States. I don't know what kind of soap they use in Europe or Germany or Australia or wherever, but you know, if you're using Cascade or Finish, the pods or the soap, there's like an etching agent in the soap, and so if you run clear glassware through there, it's actually etching slightly the glass. That's why they recommend that you don't put expensive knives in the dishwasher and things like that, because the soap that's actually used in there has an etching property to it. And so if you're trying to get the crema to build up, just kind of like with beer glassware, you need to hand wash it. Just use a regular old dish soap like Dawn or something like that, and hand wash it with a bottle brush or whatever you want to use, and then just make sure that it's rinsed really well and dried, and you should have better success with crema. See if that works. For those of you that posted the questions over the past 9-10 months, if that helps you out, post back and let me know if that actually improved the amount of crema in your glasses, and if you're seeing that visual appeal has actually improved. We're going to do this week the star attraction, and I'm probably going to mess this up, but it's Umutima wa Lake Kivu Rwanda. Umutima wa Lake Kivu or Kivu Rwanda. So from this point on, it's just going to be called Rwanda because there is no way I can redo that. So let's take a look at what they say here. We have an espresso pour of 1.35 ounces. They also recommend it into a lungo, which is the 3.7 ounces. Intensity 6, so it should be have some decent intensity to it. Let's take a look at the aromatic profile. The aromatic profile, bright and juicy profile of the coffee boasts complex yet harmonious aromas that enhance its flavor. Rwanda is a perfect treat in a latte macchiato recipe. Just add 4 ounces of milk and the foam to 1.35 ounces of coffee for a refreshing taste. It will indulge your palate by revealing delicious herbal notes and remnants of flavorful sunflower seeds. Single origin Arabica coffee from Rwanda, the Lake Kivu region. Let's take a look at the pod here. All right, let's dump these guys. Ooh, those are kind of cool looking. That is neat looking. It is not labeled anywhere on the pod, so you're gonna have to remember the uniqueness of it. I guess I would almost call it like a hunter green. And then I'm gonna show you the top of the pod. It almost has like a decor, almost like a flower type pattern, kind of a brown and, I don't know, cream colored flower pattern. Nothing on the bottom, so it's not labeled, so you'll just have to remember it. I guess I should point out that this is a split roast technique. One half is lightly roasted to highlight its fruity notes. The other half is roasted longer to achieve a delightful strength and texture. So those have been put together, so fruity notes and delightful strength and texture. Rwanda, let's go brew a shot. Rwanda, round 1. This is going to be in the espresso pour. So let's get that going. Okay, we got our first one out. I'm going to do this tasting a little bit different. Since they recommend a lungo, I'm going to pop that one out, set this guy to the side, and I'm going to do the lungo right now so we can actually do like an on-the-fly A/B comparison between the two. So I'm going to get the lungo going. We're going to do a second round since the other one didn't quite work out the way I thought it would. Wrong cup size, so I'm going to do it into this. We're going to go into a lungo pour, and so we can A/B the two. Wow. Just judging from color, intensity 6. In the lungo pour, yeah. In this one, man, it looks like it's a lot darker, so. This one's got a little bit of a fruit smell to it. This one doesn't have much smell more than just coffee to it, so hey, let's go give them a taste. All right, we're gonna go to this guy first. We're just gonna fold in just a little bit of the crema. All right, Rwanda, espresso pour. Let's give it a taste. Wow. I was a little good. First initial impression, that's pretty good. I was a little worried because it said the fruity note thing. I think it was, yeah. Highlight, it says highlight its fruity notes. I'm normally not a fruit type person for coffee flavor, but this one's very pleasant. It's got a very, and this is gonna sound weird, but it's got a very, very soft fruit, almost an earthy fruit. And this is probably even gonna sound even more bizarre. It has like a soft texture, almost like, I don't know how to describe it other than it feels soft in your mouth. It truly is unlike any texture I've ever tried before. That is very, very different. It's almost velvety. Like it's got a good, they talk about lingering. Yeah, it does, but not in a bad way. That light fruit flavor, and the best I can describe it is it almost has like an earthy feel, an earthy taste feel to it, that smooth texture and that fruit. So let me see what this lungo, how it does. All right, so this will be Rwanda in the lungo pour. Let's see what this tastes like. Boy, after that, this seems, it still has a little bit of the soft texture to it. The fruity notes have really tapered off. They're still there. That earthy thing that I tasted, or like it, I would say, you know, this, okay, let's say it this way. The espresso, it's definitely where its strength is. This has great bite, great flavor, great fruit notes, most unusual texture and mouthfeel that I've ever had. This is exactly the same, just downgraded a little. It's just thinned out a little bit. These two, oddly enough, almost play out the same as an espresso and as a lungo. It's just, man, it's just so much better as an espresso. That's all I can say about that. They're both good. They're both good. This is, wow. This is good. They mention turning it into a latte macchiato, adding 4 ounces of milk and the foam to 1.35 ounces of coffee, which means we're just gonna do a regular espresso shot. Definitely, and I am excited to try this. Rwanda, round 3, 2, however you look at it. Let's go brew another shot. Rwanda, round 3, we're gonna do this in the latte macchiato setting of the Creatista Plus. So I'm gonna let it govern it. So we're gonna get this going. We will take 4 ounces of milk as they prescribed. We're gonna put it into our carafe. And we're gonna get this going. Put that into the glass. Brew that right into the cup. Yeah, so cool. Let's go give this a taste. Let's get this blended together real quick. All right, Rwanda with 4 ounces of milk. Let's give this a taste. Oh man, I forget how hot that is. Woo! Try that one more time. Wow. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Now the earthy notes are all but gone out of it, but that wonderful soft texture. Yeah, that wonderful soft texture is still there. The fruit notes are coming through still. That is extremely good. Yeah, it's got just a... This thing is so good. Man, all the virtual people are gonna need to go out, buy an original machine just for this pod. This one, this might be one of the new best pods they've ever produced. This is incredible for flavor. Yeah, the milk just, I don't even want, I was thinking I was gonna wanna stick some vanilla into it or something like that. You know what, hang on a minute. I'm gonna add just a little bit of sweetener, and I'm literally saying, when I say a little bit, I'm gonna add just a half a pump to it and see what it does. Just that much. Let me get it mixed together here. It's good, but I don't know that it really made that big of a difference. It's got a little bit more of the sweetness, obviously, because we put sugar in it. But I don't know that it enhanced it the way I thought it might. I thought it might bring a little bit more of the fruit notes out again, but it really didn't. It just kind of made it sweeter. That is good. Let's look at what they're doing. Nespresso exclusive, Rwanda, 90 cents a pod. So they are commanding a little bit of a premium. Not much though. So we always have to put the most weight on what it was that they originally told us to do, or what it is actually primarily used for. That is as an espresso. This was outstanding. And if you've been following me for any length of time, the minute they start talking about fruity notes, they usually lose me. I'm not a huge fruity, flowery kind of coffee kind of guy. I really don't care for it. This is outstanding. As a lungo, I'll say it's outstanding minus, because they almost, and that's very unusual, especially in the original line, for a coffee to be able to carry through the flavor profile almost unadulterated and be able to give you the same thing but in a larger cup. This one did it with the 4 ounces of milk, like they said. Again, it was good. The earthy notes that I picked up on kind of disappeared, but that wonderful soft, smooth, it's hard to describe a soft taste or a soft texture feel, but that's the way it feels. It feels the same with the milk. The flavors are outstanding. This is a hit all the way around. I can't believe I'm gonna do this again. This is a purchase. I wish I could give it more of a purchase. I wish there was a bigger word than purchase, like purchase plus. Maybe I'll do that, purchase plus. 5 out of 5 pods. I think you saw that coming. This is outstanding all the way around. Excellent pod. I'm kind of sad I didn't buy more. I'm going to by next weekend. I'm going to have some back stock of this, because the Puerto Rico, this one, these are great pods. Although I gotta say, I think out of all of the greats, man, this is firing on all cylinders and is sitting right up there with all of those other top-notch, top-tier coffees. So if you have not tried this Rwanda, get it in your basket right now. Get it to your house. Try it. Drop a comment. It's outstanding. I thank you so much for your time. That'll bring us to a close of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed the new board. I'm going to give you guys a task. I normally don't task you with much, but I would love to hit, and this is a lofty goal, and I realize it, and I am going to lean on you guys so heavily it's ridiculous. I would like to hit 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year. That leaves us with 3 months. Each one of you can share it out, find somebody that's interested in coffee, find somebody that's not interested in coffee. I don't care. Have them subscribe to the channel. That would be awesome. I'd love to hit 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year. That's my goal. We'll see if we get there. The only way I can do it is with your help. Hand the reins to you. Let's hit that 10,000 subscriber total. And for my patrons, I picked up more patrons this week. I don't know what to say. Thank you. That's really all I can say. For people to take the time to leave YouTube, go to Patreon, join in, and you can. And if you guys have thought about it, it's $1 a month. If you want to be at the starting tier, there's 3 tiers: $1, $5, $10. You can support the channel however you feel necessary or however you would like to. I don't know what else to say other than thank you, thank you, thank you. You guys are awesome. For those of you in the YouTube community, you have your assignment, if you will. For the patrons, next week or later this week, we will be voting on the content for next week. So make sure you check back in for that. And for all of my newer subscribers or current subscribers, if you haven't yet, make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification so you're alerted. And if you would like to see any of the coffees reviewed, providing they're with the original line or with the virtual line, drop that down in the comments. I'll do my level best to get it out to you. But until next Tuesday, have a great rest of your day.